We are live. What is up, everyone? Sunday evening with the C Sports Show. What is up, C? How you doing, bro?
What's up, guys, man? Sunday night, man. Baseball. We're like 3 weeks away from football. Can't wait. Literally, I think first game is literally a month from tomorrow. So September 9. So getting ready for football. We should get more pregame football, I think, this week coming up. We just had that first game, Dallas and Pittsburgh. And we should get more in baseball. It's like really at the heart of the season right now. A lot of good races going on. San Francisco and Milwaukee was a hell of a series all weekend, man. That was a good one. Mets, I think the freaking Phillies took over first place by sweeping the Mets. Jesus Christ.
Man, incredible series, dude. And we'll get into that freaking series. But, bro, we had the fucking White Sox take on the Chicago Cubs on national TV, C Sports Show, okay? I can't remember when's the last time we had a baseball game on a network TV. Bro, I have to look it up, man. But I thought it was pretty crazy that they did this. ESPN and ABC, they made the deal, which they swept the Cubs, dude. White Sox right now, what do you think about your team, bro?
Yeah, like I said, this has been the story the whole year, right? They beat up on the bad teams, and then they lose to like the Astros and the Yankees, the Brewers. So at least you're beating the team you're supposed to beat. But yeah, nice sweep. Eloy Jimenez is getting going. He's coming from that broken shoulder, so he's still trying to get his rhythm. Great game tonight, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Great to see him going. Tim Anderson, who's been kind of a fun, got a home run too. Literally first pitch of the game, home run. So yeah, the hitting's there. Pitching can be at times questionable, but especially the bullpen, I feel like I think it should get better now. Obviously, with if you could just get the pitchers to maybe pitch 6-7 innings, and then you give the ball to freaking Kopech, Kimbrel, and Hendricks, I think that could really be a deadly combination for the playoffs.
Oof, that 1-2 punch, right? That setup and alley-oop slam dunk shit that they have going on. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy way. If the White Sox have a lead on you, that bullpen is going to be very, very good, man. They already had a decent bullpen before, but they add Kimbrel to that mix, man. It's just going to boost that whole bullpen.
It could be like the 2015 Kansas City where by the 6th inning, the starter will come out, 7th inning, Herrera.
It could be like last year's Tampa Bay Rays also. You got like 5 innings from Blake Snell and shit. And here comes the relievers, throwing like 4 innings and shit.
Yeah. And
you got a bunch of comments for you, bro, in the chat.
Kopech can go multiple innings. That's another thing. You can get 4 innings if Kopech goes more than 1. All right, guys. Let me upload the chat here. Hold on, guys.
Let's
say hello to the chat here. Let's say hello to, what up, David? Chicago White Sox are going to win this year's World Series. I don't know about that, David.
Much confidence.
Astros, Rays. Nothing to say about it. And then on the other side, the Brewers, the Giants, the Dodgers, there's the Mets, maybe. I don't know. What's up? Hey, what up, man? Finally, hey, man. Yeah, what up, Mofo? We're not doing watch parties anymore, Mofo, because too much talking going on about other stuff, so we don't do those anymore. Sometimes what we do, Mofo, is we do the share screen. But we're not. I don't know. We'll see. But we're not doing them as much, Mofo, anymore because people were talking about some other stuff, and it was a pain in the ass. Yeah, Tim Anderson that home run. What up, Colby? How you doing?
What's up, Colby?
Yeah, bring out them brooms, man. I know you're happy. As a Cardinals fan, the Cubs got swept. I got a good question for you. How you think Garenda will come back? Yeah, so it's a tear ligament in the leg, so that could be risky. Especially with a catcher, right? He's got to fucking be squatted down all that time. So that could be a risky injury. It looked like he was out for the season when it happened. It was like a check swing as he was hitting, and he just tried to check out his swing, and he freaking tear a ligament in his leg. It looked like a Terry Cielson finish, but it's only going to take about maybe they're saying 1 or 2 months, so maybe he can come back. Same thing with Luis Roberts is going to get activated from the injury tomorrow. Yes. So he's coming back.
I got so happy, man.
Yeah, Luis Roberts, man. That might be our potential leadoff hitter now. Maybe they put Anderson back, lower him in the lineup a little bit, man, because he's been struggling a little bit. He did hit a home run tonight, but I think they're gonna go. They could go Roberts with the leadoff spot now that he's back.
They could flip them. They could go Roberts 1 and Anderson 2, or vice versa. They have a lot of options.
Because now that kid is only hitting the ankle kid. Adam Engel, but now they can have to say that down, obviously, because you got the center field spot. But man, it's gonna be interesting to see how the lineup looks now with the addition of Luis Roberts.
Bro, his defense is massive upgrade also for that.
Yeah, that guy's a
Chicago.
back-to player. Like he can do everything: run,
Everything, dude, everything. And he's a
hit,
big fucking guy, dude. He's not like a little player, He's like 6'3",
oh,
6'2", some shit like that.
Yeah, no, he's a good player.
Mofo says that
the Phillies are winning the division. Okay, Packer go. At the moment, they got swept, but they got injuries. Their ace is out. Don't live in the moment, Packer go. We got 2 months to go on this puppy. We got about 8-7 weeks to go. I know they just got swept by the Phillies, but Jacob DeGrom is hurt right now. Let's see what happens with Jacob DeGrom. Jimenez is back to his old self. Yeah, Jimenez, coming back from that shoulder injury, went off tonight. Hopefully he can get going. Anderson can get going. Hopefully Luis Robert gets going. To me, I feel like Jose Abreu's got to wake up here because he's only got 21 home runs.
Yeah,
and he's got to wake up a little bit.
It could be because it could be because of the injuries to the star players. He doesn't have much protection in that lineup.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So hopefully, with Eloy back and Luis Roberts back and Tim Anderson get back on track. I mean, the pitchers will give him some better, not from some crazy ass pitches every time. Guys to swing at, from some crazy ass.
Yeah, because he's only got 20. He's probably gonna get to 30. He's only like 9 away, but yeah, it's almost like he usually gets to 30, so it's a little bit in jeopardy. But I think he still has like 2 months. He still has like 7-8 weeks to get to 30. So he's only 9 away. So yeah.
Buffalo says that the Mets might not make the playoffs. They face a tough Braves team, and they have 13 games against the Giants and Dodgers.
Yeah.
That's great information, Buffalo.
The Braves, they thought they were done, right, with Acuna getting hurt, but they made the additions of getting Jock Peterson and freaking Jorge Soler, and yeah, they ain't going nowhere apparently, at least for now.
So the fucking Phillies, man, they do the unpredictable thing. They sweep the Mets, dude. And you had great performances in the Series C Sports Show from Bryce Harper and Zach Wheeler. People online are saying Bryce Harper for MVP, and they're calling for Zach Wheeler for Cy Young.
Yeah, I see that. That's interesting because, and it could be a little bit because of the injuries, right, to Fernando Tatis and Jacob DeGrom. It could be because they have it locked, like especially Jacob DeGrom had the Cy Young locked in. But now with the injuries, yeah, a guy like Zach Wheeler can get in. Same thing. Fernando Tatis, if he seems to stay injured, maybe a guy like Harper gets in it. But yeah, man, pretty interesting.
Might not play for the rest of the year. They say that he might not play for the rest of the year. Tatis Jr. They might shut him down. I don't know. We're gonna find out. The Padres did get some players to in case he might not play right. They got Adam Frazier, and they have Cronenworth, and they have the Kim dude, also infielder. So they have depth, right? But in terms of a postseason run, the Padres won't do much without Tatis Jr. Like they need him for the playoffs.
The Padres have, they kind of underachieve a little bit. And then part of it is because San Francisco, man, they're winning so much. Nobody expects San Francisco to be this good. So that kind of caught everybody off guard, especially the Dodgers and the Padres. And they'll still make the playoffs, but they might not even make it out of the wild card game. The Padres. Their
pitching has been a little bit inconsistent. Starting pitching, just probably Yu Darvish is like the Weathers kid and is like the most consistent pitchers. But yeah, they won't. I don't think they're going to be doing much in the playoffs, man. Based on what you're mentioning, right? There's a lot of really good teams out there. Giants, right? Surprised a lot of people, and they continue to surprise people, bro. They won 70 games, and we'll get into that Giants ball club real quickly. And Buffalo likes Wheeler, Buehler, or the Giants pitcher Wassman for that Cy Young.
Yeah, let's see how long DeGrom is hurt. Reds catching up to the Padres. Watch out! Ooh, and the wild card. Ooh, that would be devastating for the Padres if they don't even make the wild card. Ooh, that could be the managers. After all that money they wasted, the manager could be in jeopardy of losing his job. Man, that would be terrible.
Maybe.
How you doing, Marianne? But yeah, that would be terrible.
Maybe. So the Phillies this week, man, they're going to take on Scherzer and the Dodgers this week. I don't know if he pitches because he had a really good performance this guy over the weekend, so he might miss the.
I think Phillies he pitched on the Houston one on Wednesday. So he should be able to pitch tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe the final start was on Wednesday versus the Astros.
No, so he threw for the Dodgers over the weekend.
Again, did he? Did he?
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was Wednesday when he played the Astros.
Oh, okay. Then no, you might be right. You might be right. You might be right, man.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. My bad.
So then he's due to pitch this week versus tomorrow would be 5 days versus the Phillies.
Yep.
What up, Jose? How you doing? What up, JD? White Sox swept Cubs in Crosstown Classic. I just saw it. Yeah. White Sox with that sweep over the Cubs, man. First time in over 15 years? I think exactly 13 years. They swept them. Yeah, crazy, man. Dodgers facing Nolan and Gibson. That's gonna be a good one this week coming up. Phillies and Dodge. That's gonna be a good one. A potential playoff matchup.
It is because of the way the Phillies have been playing. We're gonna see if they're about shit or full of shit.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers have been playing really good teams, right? They've been facing the fucking Giants and the fucking Astros and shit like that. So the Dodgers are also going to be coming in, playing really good baseball, right? They're not coming in playing jobber teams, and they face the Phillies ball club. Phillies are on an 8-game win streak. Okay, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this series goes down. Joe Girardi versus Dave Roberts. It's probably going to be the best series this whole week. I think on the weekend we have another series that's pretty good, but this is probably the best one this whole week, including the weekend.
It's gonna be a good one. Like I say, Phillies are super hot right now. Let's see if they can continue. It's gonna get an upgrade though because the Dodgers are a better team than the Mets, and the Mets don't have their ace right now. So yeah, it's gonna be another huge task for the Phillies. Like you said, if they're about shit or simply full of shit.
Yep. And Redman R says that he saw it on ABC, man. Yeah, we talked about it at the top of the show, bro. I don't remember a time that we had baseball on network.
So what's going on right now is that the NFL is they're doing their Hall of Fame ceremony, but because of last year with the pandemic, they couldn't do it. So they did the 2020 class on Saturday, and they did the 2021 class tonight. So they negotiated with the ABC where they could shift Sunday Night Baseball game to ABC, so they could show the 2021 NFL Hall of Fame induction tonight.
I got you.
They usually do it on Saturday, but because they had to do the 2020 and the 2021, they had to do it like that. That's why they went to ABC for the baseball game tonight. If the Padres were to miss the playoffs, I would fucking laugh. Yeah, they might have to fire their manager, JD. All that money, they don't even make the playoffs. Are you kidding me? I'm happy for my city soon. Bulls. Yes, Chicago's up on the rise, and I think the Cubs will be fine. They're like a top, they're like a top 3 team when it comes to like money in baseball, with the Yankees and Dodgers. So I think the Cubs will be back soon. I think by latest 2025 probably they'll be contending again. I'm pretty sure. So you got the Bulls with Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, Zach LaVine. You got the White Sox. The Bears with Justin Fields and that defense. I think it's an exciting time to be a Chicago sports fan, Marianne. Willie Adams says NL MVP. We'll see, man. We'll see.
That's a hot take, bro.
What do you think about that, Memorabilia? Willie Adams for NL MVP.
Oh, man. With Bryce Harper and the amount of money that they gave that player in his career, I don't think baseball would do something to give it to Adames. Even though Adames has been playing very well for the Brewers, man.
Yeah, they're pushing their Harper, man. Ever since Fernando Tatis went out, now they're on the Harper bandwagon, it seems like. Peyton Manning officially Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Peyton Manning. So Scherzer versus Nolan versus Price versus Gibson, Urias versus Suarez. Those are the matchups. Those are good matchups.
He is going to pitch, bro.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait, Essay. I'm just going to call you Essay now because mofo, some people think I'm like, what are you calling me a mofo? I'm just going to call you Essay now. Since you switched it. The best cornerback ever, Charles Woodson in Hall of Fame. He wasn't even he was kind of wasn't he a safety though? But whatever. Yes, congratulations to all the Hall of Famers this weekend. Peyton Manning and everybody that got in, congratulations. Say, like I said, 2020 class and 2021 class, congratulations, man. Apparently they're exaggerating with Peyton Manning's speech. I don't know if you saw this Memorabilia, but they want him to run for NFL commissioner. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That would be great for the sport, man.
Yeah. So I guess his speech was so articulate and classic or elegant, or how the fuck you say that word, that a lot of reporters are like former players are pushing for Peyton to run for NFL commissioner. That's going to be interesting to see if that happens or not.
I do like the idea because he's a former player,
Yeah.
so
That
maybe
was,
he can
yeah.
protect the players more, right? Than because
Yeah.
bro, the NFL is the only sports league that the contracts are not guaranteed, right? And I think that's so fucked up because NFL is probably the sport that you get injured
Venture the
and
most. Yeah.
crippled, right? So maybe he
Yeah.
can do something for them, bro, because he got really messed up in his career too, right? Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Towards the end, he had that big neck injury. He missed the whole 2011 season, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Javier Baez, is he hurt? No, he does no longer play for the Cubs, Marianne. He plays for the Mets now. Charles Woodson is a Raider legend. Hit Raiders and Packers. Peyton speech, yes. Peyton, yeah. I mean, I think Rodgers. I think he's most likely going to leave after his last contract. I don't remember how many years he has left, but a lot of reports said that whenever that extension expires, he's going to possibly retire.
Okay.
So, yeah, Peyton could be the next one up, possibly. We'll see.
And right now, when you said about speeches, man, I thought Calvin Johnson gave a really good speech. I didn't watch it live. I just watched the replay, and he was just talking about, if people are going through pain right now in the world, like, just don't give up. Like he recognizes like there's a lot of suffering and pain and a lot of shit in the world right now that we're going through. But his message was just basically keep fighting, man. We came out here last time and we said, just have patience and keep pushing forward. Don't give up. Blah blah blah. We're gonna get through this shit. And he's just kind of echoing the same kind of message.
Yeah, that's the guy who he got out of there. With, he didn't want to have any big injury, but that guy could have like really been one of the all-time greatest. He could have thrown like guys like Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, and for greatest of all time if he would have kept playing. I think part of it too was the depression, right, of being with the Detroit Lions. Shit, yes, that was a terrible. Didn't also Barry Sanders retire early?
I was gonna tell you that right now.
Oh man, Detroit, man, they end careers, man, literally. Yeah, both Kevin Johnson and Barry Sanders could have been a lot better, but I think they just didn't want to play there. Depression, man. Thank God for what's his name? Matthew Stafford. He finally got out of there. Thank God. Let's see if Matthew Stafford is about shit or full of shit with the LA Rams this season.
We're gonna see
strikes out 5 times other night. He I don't know, like he's a good player, boy. I don't watch him too much, because I'm more of an AL guy. But I mean, I've heard he strikes out a lot. Kelton Johnson and Calvin Johnson are brothers. I don't know, but it's with a C, right? Calvin, not with a K. I hope you have the right name. How about that Aaron Donald versus? Ooh, that was crazy. Yeah,
I didn't watch that, bro. What happened?
The fucking Cowboys kind of whooped the because not only that, but also CeeDee Lamb was pretty much burned what's his name Jalen Ramsey on a fucking route too. So yeah, so Connor Williams held down Aaron Donald from getting a sack on the quarterback. And then Aaron Donald got pissed, and they got into a fight. And then I think later on, same thing. CeeDee Lamb kind of burned what's his name? Ramsey. So yeah, the Cowboys player showing out versus the Rams.
Who won the fight?
That was a good one. That was a good fight. What do you think about that fight memorabilia over the weekend?
I mean, I didn't watch the Aaron Donald fight. I didn't watch the UFC fight, but who won the Aaron Donald fight? Was they just push each other?
Fucking broad, like a pile. Connor Williams was pretty much kind of just shutting down Aaron Donald, so Aaron Donald kind of got frustrated and did into a fight, a big pile. You know how that shit goes. And did you guys see the one about the Giants? The Giants players got into a huge fight, and it ended up with Daniel Jones being in the bottom of the damn pile. And the coach got so pissed, he had him run laps like literally 100 yards, end zone to end zone. It was crazy. They said he sent all the assistant coaches to the locker room, and he's like, I want my players all to myself. He was pissed.
What a bunch of pendejos, dude.
Pendejo face. Imagine if they would have injured Daniel Jones for the season. Jesus Christ.
What a bunch of pendejos.
Pendejo faces, man. Roger Goodell. Oh, okay, so 2023, so literally in 2 years. Okay. But is he on the contract for the entire 23 season? So would the switch be in 2023 or 2024? Connor Williams hold himself. Yeah, Connor Williams did fantastic versus Donald. Donald is a beast. He is. Giants players. Yeah, those damn Giant players. Jesus Christ, man. They almost hurt Daniel Jones. So yeah,
my bad. You go for it.
The NFL season starts in September. So would it end like in February of 2024, or like in the beginning of January of 20? Like, is it the NFL calendar or the regular calendar? Okay, so yeah, so February of 2024 probably would be the okay.
There you go.
So then we can have a new commissioner probably in like February of 2024. Okay, so like in 3 years. Okay. Well, we'll see.
I think
think about it.
I think this year Roger Goodell is going to get a lot of hate because what if there's a team that forfeits a football game, dude?
Oh yeah.
They're gonna come down on him so bad, dude. The teams, the fans, the players.
That's it. That's kind of there was a talk today on YouTube a little bit about that should the players from sports stop getting tested if they don't have any symptoms. Because I think the Yankees have been doing fantastic right since they got Anthony Rizzo.
Rizzo got the virus.
Got tested today positive, but I guess he had no symptoms. So they were going off about that, how maybe it's time to stop testing players unless they're showing symptoms. Because how many people in America probably have the virus and they don't have any symptoms, and they're going around to fucking concert, restaurants. So that was a talk today on YouTube with a lot of New Yorkers that maybe it's time to stop testing people unless they have symptoms. Because now the New York Giants might go to the shithole. They beat without Anthony Rizzo. They looked like trash.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah.
It's such a controversial issue, man.
Yeah, very controversial issue, but yeah, a lot of people are starting to say, hey, maybe we're at the point now where unless you have symptoms, you shouldn't be testing people. And yeah, that's the same thing with NFL starts September 9, Marianne, literally a week from tomorrow. September 9, Tampa Bay versus Dallas Cowboys will be your first game of the season.
What do you think about that game, bro?
I think you battle a month from tomorrow.
Yeah, a month, bro. The Buccaneers are minus a touchdown, so like they're favored by a touchdown to win that game, bro.
Well, you know what? Let's see what happens because Prescott is currently on the injured list with a shoulder, though. So
they're probably like favored to win by 10 now, bro.
Yeah, let's see what happens. He has 4 weeks to get ready. He's got 4 weeks.
Bro, he's already injured again, man. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I was really high on the Cowboys a couple weeks ago, but I don't know about them now.
I don't know. It might maybe it's still the leg, but they're saying it's a shoulder. So to like catch people off guard, I don't know. Supposedly, like literally in the first practice, he hurt his shoulder. I'm like, really? What the hell? This guy's been in the league for like 6 years, and now all of a sudden he has 2 injuries like that. And I think it's bullshit. I think he's okay from the shoulder. They're probably just trying to give him the ankle more time to heal, probably.
Ooh, maybe there's something more with the ankle. It's something more with the ankle that he's not 100% yet, and they're just trying to like say
I think they're trying to give the ankle more time, probably. Because that was a huge injury he had with that ankle, man. That literally thing just fucking literally broke. And that was literally what, in October? So it hasn't even been a year. So they're probably giving it as much. They're probably thinking, you know what? Let's just fucking sit him down until maybe September. Like, give him at least 11 months. I swear, if COVID, I hope not, Kobe. I really hope not. But I told you, there was a report that WWE was told by medical staff that in the next 2 to 5 weeks they could be back to no fans. But I'm
wait, what? Say that again, bro.
So supposedly WWE's been in talks with medical staff, especially in Las Vegas because they're doing SummerSlam there at the Raiders Stadium. And they're being told by some medical staff that don't be surprised if in the next 3 to 5 weeks they have no fans again. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully not.
Oh my god! There's so much. It's. I know it's a sports show, bro, but it is going up, man. It is going up. You know, you hear about this person got it and that person got it and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Hopefully they don't shut this shit down, dude. Hopefully not. We talked about SummerSlam, and I did read that they're going to require the fans to wear masks. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the first step. Like before these leagues start to like take out fans from these stadiums, they should implement the mask and the seating shit before going to that drastic level of no one can attend the games and shit.
Yeah, I think I don't think they're gonna do it. I think there's too much money on the line, man. I think they're just gonna, like you said, maybe put the mask rule. But I don't think we're gonna go through this fucking shutdown again, man.
Well, I mean, you
And
just
if
said
we
in 3 to 5
do,
weeks.
it's not gonna be too long. It's gonna be probably like they might only be like 2 weeks, man. I don't think they're gonna go through that fucking shutdown again like they did last time, 4 months. No way.
Nah,
That fucked up the whole calendar.
they won't shut things down like that, but they will go back to certain rules,
They
right?
might get strict. Yeah.
They might not close down businesses anymore. They might keep them open, but they might limit it, like the number of people that can go in or the number of people that can work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could shut down the gym. It's a fucking shit show, dude. And
So the
I was
gyms already,
talking.
a lot of people have mental problems, so they kind of need that. So that's the one where
I was
maybe
talking about this with my cousin. This whole thing that it's been a year and 6 months since February of 2019, 2020 February, and now we're approaching the 1 year 6 month mark, and it kind of feels like we're not advancing. It kind of just feels that we're running, but we're running on a treadmill. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like we're making progress. It
Yeah.
almost feels like we're going a little bit not back because of the vaccine and all that shit, but yeah, I don't know, man.
That's why a lot of people are saying that maybe, like, unless people have symptoms, maybe don't test them anymore, because a lot of the cases are people without symptoms. So you're gonna get the virus, man. But a lot of people get the virus, but they're not even sick. They just have the virus in their body, but they don't even have symptoms. Like Anthony Rizzo, for what I understand, he has no symptoms. So if it's no, like, if I have the virus right now, I could have it, you could have it, but we have no tests available. But if you're a fucking NFL player, they're gonna test you. It's easier to get positive, obviously, if they're testing you. But you know how many people out there are running around with COVID, but because they don't have any symptoms, they don't. That's the thing, man. A lot of
No,
people
I
run
know,
around with COVID, but they have no way of knowing it because they don't test them.
no. And the virus is really fucked up because some people have no symptoms. Some people get a cold, and some people, you know, they
Yeah.
they perish from it.
And
So it's
now you're starting to get more people with no symptoms because of the vaccine. So
okay.
there's even more people now with no symptoms. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, see, Mofo said it's getting ugly in Vegas. He lives in Vegas, and he said it's getting ugly.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Let's see here. For those preseason games, want to see Lawrence Wilson Fields. Yeah, it's gonna be good to see the rookies, man. It's gonna be good to see those rookies. LA teams are really scary. NFL and NBA. Well, yeah, that's a big market. Their teams are always good, except you're the fucking Anaheim Angels, apparently.
Yep.
It was good for a few months, then yeah, like from May to like July, it was good, I guess, and then it went back to the shithole. We aren't getting much better, if honestly the same as it was, maybe a little bit. Maybe. I mean, what up, Harrison? COVID isn't even a thing. It's the flu. If you don't test and you don't got symptoms, then cases would yeah, exactly. There's so many people that have it, but they don't get tested, so they don't even know they have it. Maybe you and I have had it multiple times, but because we don't get tested, we never knew.
No way, bro. I'm pretty sure if you would have it, I'm pretty sure you would know. I mean, I know that no symptom shit. I know we've heard it from like celebrities.
I've had like sometimes like where I feel lightheaded and almost with a fever, and then I feel good like 3 days later. Like I've had those days where it's like something's up, but then I just heal like by myself, like just drinking water.
What about when Console Fix got sick and his wife got sick? They got really messed up from it, right? It's just you can't really make a general statement on it because it's so different. It affects everyone so differently, right?
Yeah.
Some people might get it and it's nothing. Some people might get it and like their life might be in jeopardy, right?
Yeah.
This is why this is such a fucked up situation. Is because of that situation, because of the life and death situation. It's no one wants to be a contributor to someone's death. Like you don't want to carry the virus and then give it to this person, and then that person dies and shit. You don't want to have that on your your record. Like you don't want to look back at life and have that shit on you when you're an old man. Like
Yeah.
You got to be smart. You got to be smart in the situation. I don't know what the answer is. I wish I could tell you guys the answer. My best thing I can tell you is just be patient. Be patient and keep going forward. Just keep going forward and be patient.
Yeah. Because I don't know at this point what the solution is. We thought the vaccine was a solution, but apparently not. So who knows what the hell the solution is at this point? So yeah, let's go back to sports, I
The
guess.
thing with the vaccine, they had to do something, right? They released it very early. It works, but I think with the vaccine, that's how the variants happen. Because if for the vaccine to work, everyone has to get vaccinated. But if you have people that don't get vaccinated, that's how it'll mutate the virus. It'll mutate from vaccinated people to unvaccinated people, and that's how these variants are created. It's it's a very difficult issue to talk about. I'm not a scientist. All this information is just information I've heard from researching different, colleges, universities, scientists, and it's all theory. It's all new information. We're not going to
Yeah.
know what happened until years from now. Right now, we're in it. We're in it, and obviously, we're in a sports show because it's a nice little distraction from what's going on in the world. But we have to address it. And all that shit. But
Yeah, because literally affects sports. Like we were talking about Anthony
yeah,
Rizzo.
yeah, exactly. And now we're talking about the NFL. Hopefully,
they don't forfeit games. Yeah.
because of it's such limited, and the NFL is so limited, bro. We only get 16 games a year. It's the most popular sport in America. We don't want to see our favorite team, go down that route, right? Or even as a fan, bro. What if we're gonna get Chiefs versus the fucking Browns or some shit, and then we don't get that game because of this?
Yeah, because the team has a bunch of COVID players and they have to forfeit. Yeah, exactly.
But hopefully it's just a short-term sports show, and it just happens this season, maybe one more year, and things can get moving forward. We get back on it, bro. Just gotta stay really positive, really patient, and keep pushing forward, man.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. So what's the next subject or the next topic?
So I looked right here about the MLB standings real quickly. We talked about the Phillies, man, and yeah, the Phillies have been playing very well of late of baseball. But look, in terms of the top teams, bro, like the whole season, they're like the 10th, 12th, or 13th best baseball team because of their they play really shitty on the road. That Phillies ball club, they have probably the worst road record of like the top teams in baseball. Okay, they're 25 and 32 on the road. That's trash, bro. Like you're not gonna be a good ball club like that. You gotta be at least like 500. Like you gotta like try to get to 500 on the road. I mean, it's hard. The good teams are way above 500, but you gotta at least be 500 ball club on the road, bro. But we're gonna see about that Phillies ball club, man. This year in baseball,
they're on the rise. Maybe they turn around right now that they're playing really good baseball. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see when they go on the road how they play.
It is, and Mofo mentioned about the Reds right there catching up to the Padres in the wild card. The Reds have won 5 games in a row, Steve Sports Show. They're only 2.5 games out of the Padres for that wild card spot, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be really bad for the Padres if they don't even make it, man. That's gonna be terrible.
It is because of the amount of money that they spent in that team, dude.
Yeah.
That's not a team that spends a lot of money. No, I'm from San Diego, and when I saw the Padres getting these players like Eric Hosmer, Machado, these high-priced players, I'm like, what the hell is going on with this ball club, bro? Like, this is not normal. This is not regular shit. They bring in Yu Darvish, they bring in Blake Snell, they get the Indians pitcher who blew out his shoulder.
Clevenger, yeah.
It would be really shitty for them to miss the playoffs. I don't think they're going to miss the playoffs. I think they have a much better pitching staff than the Reds. Okay.
Yeah.
Much better pitching staff than the Reds, so that Padre ball club. So I don't think they'll miss it. But they're not going to do much. They're not going to beat the Giants. They're not going to beat the Dodgers in the playoffs. They're not going to get past those teams.
Yeah. I think they'll still make it too, but yeah, it's getting scary if you're a Padres fan. You might not even make it. Let's see what happens. Hopefully they get Fernando Tatis back eventually.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what Tatis did this year. He had 29 home runs, and he was injured pretty much all year long with that shoulder. All year long.
It's the same shoulder, right? It's the same one that went down earlier in the year. So he's probably going to he's probably just trying to avoid having the surgery. He's probably going to end up having that surgery when the season's over. But
and another player that has had that injury that his career kind of changed a little bit was Bellinger. Cody Bellinger's season this year, he's dealing with a bunch of injuries. Remember the World Series last year? He popped his shoulder. I mean, it wasn't like a shoulder injury.
Celebrating a fucking home run. So fucking stupid. Yeah.
Right. Ugh. Sometimes I think like these players who don't have a lot of muscle, but they're just like really lanky, like 6'4", 6'3", dudes that have like a really long swing, like a Christian Yelich, like a Bellinger, like a Tatis Jr. These dudes have shown that they're more injury prone than like a bigger, lower to the ground.
Another one is Bryce Harper. He's another like tall, lengthy guy, but he's not really that muscular.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if the Padres would want to put a little bit of muscle on Tatis Jr. because he's really skinny, man. He's probably like 6'3".
The thing is that if they put a lot of muscle on him, they're gonna have to go over to third. You know what I mean? That's what happened to Rodriguez.
Right.
He put pretty muscle on. He had to go to third base.
Because I think he has to make a choice, right? Is he going to be a power hitter or is he going to be like a line drive hitter? If he wants to be a power hitter, having that type of frame, I think that shoulder injury and like those kind of injuries might happen to him in his career.
Yeah,
we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man, because he has a nice swing. Tatis Jr. He's got a very nice swing, but he extends his arms a lot, and it's very similar to Bellinger. It's very, very similar to Yelich's swing, where like they have this extension of like shoulder and arm. It's like a long swing. It's not like a short, quick swing like a lot of these power, stocky hitters. Like these guys have long ass fucking swings.
Yeah.
So maybe like it's more deterioration, more wear and tear. We're gonna see about that Padre ball club and Tatis Jr., man. But even if they have Tatis Jr., I don't think they're gonna beat the Dodgers or the Giants too in the playoffs.
Nah, especially. Fucking Scherzer, Kershaw, forget about it. But hopefully they at least got to get in, man. If they don't get in at all, that's going to be terrible.
Yeah. And on the American League side, it's pretty crazy how Tampa Bay has gone on this insane win streak. They're 8-10 in their last games, and they've been trading away their players.
It's amazing, man. They win with anything they have. It's crazy, man. No breaks now, no Charlie Morton, no problem. Jesus Christ.
No glass now, bro. They're missing the top 3 pitchers on their rotation from last year. The team that went to the World Series.
Yeah, because the other one too, Mastroff, he's off of the team with Tommy John.
Right. And they're still up there, man. Will they make the World Series this year? I mean, they have a really good shot to do it. The American League for me is tough, right? Tampa, Houston's a very dangerous ball club because of their cheating shit. And then you have the White Sox, dude, right? The Red Sox, I don't know if they'll do it, man. They've fallen off.
They might not have the pitch, although they're going to get Chris Sale back soon.
Right, but in the last 10 games, they won 10, and they've really fallen off big time. The Yankees are a game and a half out of, no, 2.5 games out of the Red Sox, dude, for second place in the American League. Okay, so
do you think it's possible that like the Red Sox don't even make it, and like either like the Athletics, Yankees, or the Blue Jays?
It's very possible, dude, because they're separated by. Yeah, it's very possible.
That'll be crazy, man. Like that'll be super crazy if like the Blue Jays make it and the Yankees don't make. I mean, and the Red Sox don't make it.
It is, man. We're gonna get movement in these standings, right? We just saw the Mets fall off.
Yeah,
we saw the Red Sox fall off. We're gonna the Giants, man. My respects to the Giants, man. They've held on, bro. They're probably the best team in baseball. That Giants ball club.
Yeah, no, they are, man. And then yesterday was so crazy, right? Because they had a pitching duel the whole game, 1 through 9 pitching duel, and then extra innings coming. All of a sudden, they're hitting everything. They scored only 2 runs in 9th inning, and then in the 10 and the 11, they fucking scored 7. It was crazy, man. I'm like, they literally like they go from not hitting anything to hitting everything. Jesus Christ.
The Giants remind me of the Dodgers from the last couple of years where they have really good clutch hitters. Just what you're talking about. Like when they need that clutch hit, they need that single, that 2-out single. Like here's fucking Brandon Belt or fucking Crawford. Just that little blue fucking single.
Yeah, Posey. Yeah. Now they got Chris Bryant. And they had that's what I see last week too with the Astros. They kept just going back and forth with the Astros. They can hit. Like it's not just the pitching, man. When they need a hit, they hit.
Yes, exactly. The pitching staff for the Giants, it's good, but I think they're the reason why they've won so many games is because of that clutch hitting, dude. It's they
Yeah,
get these hits when they need to get them. Just like how the Dodgers used to do them in the last couple of years, like it would be like 1-1 going into like the eighth inning, and all of a sudden the Dodgers get a guy on base and clutch hit by Justin Turner, and they win 2-1, right? The Giants
yeah.
just the same shit this year. Will they make the
What?
World Series this year? Gabe Kapler is in the postseason, right? We're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out. I
Yeah,
would go with a more veteran ball club like the Dodgers over the Giants in the postseason because you're gonna face them in a 5-game series, right? The
mm,
Dodgers will get the right now. If in today, the Dodgers would play the Padres, and then the Dodgers would play the Giants for that 5-game series. But if Dave Roberts does the right thing, he could have Scherzer pitch 2 times in that series. Okay,
yeah.
he can have Walker Buehler throw whatever he chooses, man. He can have his top pitcher throw 2 times in that series. Same as the Giants, right? But bro, you're talking about Max Scherzer in the playoffs. I mean, that's a whole different animal right there.
Yeah, Max Scherzer, we know what he did in 2019, man. He and Strasburg literally carried that Washington team to that World Series. So, yeah, he's pretty capable. That was a huge addition it was like a blessing in disguise that Trevor Bauer got suspended because they upgraded, man, especially when it comes to experience in big games with Max Scherzer over Trevor Bauer. So, yeah,
Bro,
that's going to be
imagine if you're on the Dodgers ball club and you have Max Scherzer on your team, like that's such a massive like boost
yeah.
to you, bro. Like
This might even be better when they had Kershaw and Greinke. This might be the best combination they've had with Kershaw. Like he's had some nice combinations with Greinke and Walker Buehler, the guy from the Korean guy Ruyo. But this might be the best combination with Scherzer and Kershaw. Jesus Christ!
just for the season, I mean, Scherzer's an older pitcher, but he's having a great year this year. Okay,
Yeah.
so just because of that, man, he's like he's not for the longevity of the Dodgers, no, not for like the next 3 years, but in this season for right now,
Yeah.
it could be one of the best rotations.
I mean, you can argue that like before like DeGrom and Garrett Cole arrived on the scene, this guy was probably the best right-handed pitcher in all of baseball. Like from a stretch there, right? Like from like 2013 to like maybe 2017, he was probably the best right-handed pitcher in all of baseball. Like he, and I mean he's still top 3, top 5. I mean he's not as good as DeGrom or Garrett Cole, but he's up there, man. He's up there, man.
Yeah,
he's up there.
He's way up there because of that World Series run he had with Strasburg, man.
That was legendary. They literally won the World Series because of those two guys. The other 3 games they played, they didn't win. They lost all of them. Exactly. Like if it would have been only fucking 3 out of 5, they would have probably lost.
And that is my favorite type of a sports player. The one that really doesn't care about stats, the one that only cares about wins, bro.
Yeah.
The one that knows, like, if you lose a championship game, it really fucks up your legacy. Like, that's what I want on my team, right? Like Giannis, bro. Giannis knows, like, if he lost the NBA Finals to the Suns, his legacy would have taken a hit, right?
Yeah.
Like, he knows how important it is to get to a championship and not lose it. And I think Scherzer is the same way. He knows how important it gets to a championship and not to lose that shit, bro. When you have a great season, you do a great postseason run, sacrifices, injuries, and then you get to the championship game, like you gotta fucking win that shit, dude. You cannot lose that, man.
Yeah.
And I know that's the biggest knock on LeBron James's career. Going back to like the Giannis and LeBron basketball shit, championships. I don't know if LeBron had that kind of awareness, bro. Like that kind of knowledge that don't lose championships. Like you win this shit at all costs. Get injured, like anything to win this shit.
Yeah, fucking Giannis won it younger than LeBron, and on his first try, LeBron took 3 tries to win it. The first 2 times he lost. He lost with the Cavaliers, with the Spurs, and then he lost that first year with Miami to the Mavericks. It took him 3 tries, and fucking Giannis' first try wins it. And younger too. Giannis only 26. LeBron was 27 or 28 when he won it.
And LeBron lost his first finals, right?
He lost the first 2.
First 2.
2007 to San Antonio, 2011 to Dallas.
Right.
And it took a fucking super baby Oklahoma team Like,
Right.
if it would have been a veteran team, who knows? We would have probably lost that one too.
So now Scherzer's on the Dodgers ball club. The Dodgers have a great chance to make it to the World Series and to even win it. But I kind of feel they have to win the division. If the Dodgers want to win the World Series this year, they cannot go in it like as a road team. Going, I mean, they have to have home field advantage. They have to have home field advantage because they're going to be playing the Giants in that NLDS. You don't want to be playing the Giants 3 games at 5 in their ballpark.
Yeah,
You want to play at home. So for me, if I'm a Dodgers fan, before I can talk about pennant, before I can talk about World Series, I gotta talk about National League West Championship. That's the first step of business if I'm a Dodger fan. I know
yeah,
they don't care. I know they're gonna talk about the wild card and but it's like the Lakers, right? Like when the Lakers made the tournament, we talked about it. Where I was like, bro, like this is not gonna end well if they make this tournament shit. Like you want to get to the playoffs and play a series. You don't want to play this like
yeah. There's
wild
one
card.
one playoff game. Yeah,
I
one
mean,
and done, like the NFL. Yeah,
teams have won championships from a wild card perspective, but it's rare. The odds are against you.
yeah. It's harder. It's harder. So
It's very
we
hard.
just saw last year with Tampa Bay Buccaneers, though, but it is harder.
Yeah, yeah. Tampa Bay did it last year, but before that, I mean, it's usually the 1, 2 seeds make the championships in the NFL. We do get wild cards from time to time, but the odds are say win your division.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah. So you guys are talking about Ben Simmons. Yeah, I mean, apparently, if I would have to say, which I might be way off, I think it's gonna end up being the Warriors.
Hell yeah.
They're asking for too much though. They won those two first-round picks and Andrew Wiggins and James Wiseman. So I think they're gonna have to probably negotiate and maybe lower their price. But I think that's a team that sounds like they might get them. The Warriors. I think that's a team that could get them. Maybe
Oh, that would be
maybe
the
they
perfect.
package Draymond
That'd
Green
be,
in that trade, and he
oh,
becomes
shit.
the new version of Draymond Green.
Damn, you think they would do Draymond Green dirty like that and trade him away?
Well, it's almost like putting Draymond Green in a fucking. It's almost like getting a better version, right? Fucking bigger, stronger, younger. It's almost like getting. The thing is that Draymond, when they left him alone that 3-point line, he would shoot those threes. This motherfucker's not gonna want to. That'll be the problem, right? But other than that, like he can do everything. He can pass. He can play defense. He can rebound. He's pretty much a bigger, stronger version of Draymond Green, other than not shooting those threes. But not that Draymond rely on those threes a lot, but like occasionally. But he would be almost like a better version of Draymond Green minus the shooting.
Okay.
But who knows?
No, you're right because of the spacing, the floor spacing.
Yeah.
How would you make it work with Curry, Thompson, Draymond, and Ben Simmons? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. So you're right. Like Draymond would have to either be the sixth man
or go to Philly,
or go to Philly, right? Go to Philly. But in terms of a fit, I think that's the best fit for Ben Simmons to stay with that Warriors ball club because I think they'll know what to do with him. They'll know how to use him to like the best potential that he'll have because he'll have the 2 best shooters in NBA history.
Yeah. Right? That's the one team you don't got to worry about shooting. He could just like
he can create.
He could create for Curry, Thompson, and then occasionally drive it in the hole. Rebound, play defense. He could probably shut down. He could shut down the best player on the other team.
If he
he
would
really help them out.
Yeah,
especially defensively and rebounding.
Bro, just the fact that he can attack the bucket against these big dudes, like they're gonna double team him attacking the bucket, so that's gonna open up these fucking 3-point shots for these dudes.
Yeah.
Bro, if they try to get Ben Simmons, they try to get him in a trade before the draft was going. They wanted the 7th pick. They wanted everything.
They wanted the 7-14 Wiggins and Wiseman. They thought it was way too much.
No, it was
so maybe they'll lower the price down a little bit and they'll do it. But it's looking like they're the favorites. Apparently, Toronto and Portland got shut down. So they tried to, but I think Simmons said he would not commit long term to neither Portland or Toronto. So it's looking like it's going to be the Warriors. That's what it's looking like. The Clippers, no, because who will they trade? Paul George? No way. I'm just happy with our Lakers, man. Yeah. I don't know. I think that the favorites are still the Brooklyn Nets, Harold. I don't know about Banner 18. We'll see. The Lakers got a lot of questions, right? They got a lot of
I don't know about that Lakers ball club, Harold. I don't know, man. I'm a big Lakers supporter, man. I grew up a big Lakers fan, but I also keep it real, man. And I think the move of getting Russell Westbrook, I think it was a LeBron James move to extend his career, because I think Russell Westbrook is going to put up a lot of regular season numbers. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like a different version of LeBron James this year, like a catch and shooter, like a spot up shooter. Like, I think they're gonna have Russell Westbrook carry a lot of load in the regular season, and in the playoffs, I think that's when they're gonna want to give the ball to LeBron James and AD. But Westbrook, for me, he's an independent man. Like, he, in his whole career, no one's been able to control him or get him on the same page. Not control him, but just get him on the same page. He's always been like a wild man on whatever team he's been in. And am I gonna believe that this LeBron's gonna control him? I don't know, bro. I think he's gonna be a wild man. I think when the playoffs come and the shit hits the fan, I think he might just be a wild man out there. And I don't know, man. I don't know about the Lakers team this year. I have to see him play first before I can make a good judgment.
Yeah, we got to see the how they look the first few months of the season.
Yeah. But right now, if you were to ask me, I would even think they might. I don't think they make it to the finals, Harold. I think they might get bounced off early, man. And
if anything, I don't think they're going to win the West. I think they're too old to like go out. I think Denver.
Yeah, dude, the age.
Jamal Murray back. The Suns. They could, even the Utah Jazz. They're a very good regular season team. They could have win the West over the Lakers. I'm thinking about first place, like being the first seed.
I thought a really good signing for the Lakers was getting Kendrick Nunn. All right, I thought that was a very, very good signing, and I thought they should build on that. Like, they should have the Westbrook shit. I don't know, bro, because now you're negating Kendrick Nunn, right? Because now you're going to use Westbrook a lot more, starter minutes, rebounds. I think Kendrick Nunn should get at least 20 minutes a game, right? But is that going to be possible with what Russell Westbrook out there? We're going to see. I think the Lakers should have addressed their big man issue more than Westbrook, because they're still going to roll.
Howard, though.
Yeah, but Howard's about to be 40. Gasol is about to be. Gasol might be.
I think how, if I'm not mistaken, he's 35. Howard.
No, I think he's older than that, bro.
No, I think he's 35 because he's younger than LeBron. And LeBron's 36. He's like a year or two younger than LeBron.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's still, dude, 35-year-old center. I mean, they should have addressed the center position more than Westbrook. They didn't even need to have got like an all-star center, just a younger dude that can protect the paint. Because Anthony Davis,
maybe they should have ran Hassan Whiteside instead of Howard. I don't know,
man. AD for me is, I used to believe a lot in him, but I lost a lot of faith in him last year because of the injuries, and also because of the fact that he's not a really physical player, man. He's a big fucking guy, and he plays like a little wimp.
Yeah, he's too soft.
He's too soft, man. He's too soft. Like, you saw in the playoffs in the finals how tough Giannis played, bro. Like, that's what it takes.
Giannis got that Kobe mentality. He's got that Jordan Kobe mentality, and Anthony's got more of that fucking, I don't know, like, finesse mentality.
And then the other thing that the Lakers have going in their favor is that the West is kind of weak, because who can knock them off in the playoffs? If the Lakers are healthy, the only team that I could even have like an idea that can beat them is the Warriors, if they get Ben Simmons. If they don't have Ben Simmons, they're not going to beat. I mean, maybe they could, but if the Lakers are healthy, I don't see a team that can beat them. But I don't know if it works like that, bro. I don't know if it works like you assemble this massive squad in one fucking year with old players, and then you're gonna beat a team with like Hall of Fame type of players. You know what I mean? Like Curry, a Thompson, a fucking Draymond. If they add a fucking Simmons and shit, I don't know, man. We're gonna find out, dude.
I think so. I don't think they're gonna win the championship. I think Brooklyn, well, if they're healthy, they're gonna win it. I think this is gonna be their year. I think the Lakers. I think either they get bounced out in the second round because they just burned out, they're too old, or somehow they make the finals and lose to Brooklyn. That's the way I'm viewing things. Like, I think they get like a top 4 seed, so they'll get home field advantage, and they'll survive the first round, whoever they play, and then that Sacramento was going to get tough to me, especially if they're the 4th seed and they got to play the number 1 seed. That could be a problem. So that's where I don't know, but I think they can maybe survive the second and third round. But then I think they could lose in 5 to the Nets in the finals. Like that's I think best case scenario, man. Somehow getting to the finals and losing to the Nets. And does LeBron win another loss? That'll be what? That'll be
7.
4 and 7.
Yeah, I don't think LeBron will make the finals, bro, because I don't think you make great points. They don't have not even anything close to what it takes to beat that Nets ball club. So yeah. I don't think he's gonna go that far to get smoked by the fucking Nets, bro. No.
I think they lose in the second or third round.
Yeah,
I think they're probably gonna flame out. They're too old. Westbrook's probably going to start ball hogging at the end, taking too many shots, missing them. Yeah. They'll probably lose in the second or third round.
And then another thing that I'm going to keep a close eye on is the injury to the Achilles of AD. Is that going to be an injury that's going to continue? Is he going to get surgery? You know what I mean? Because it's an Achilles fucking pull. He has that injury already in him. Is he going to re-aggravate it?
When he came back, he was grabbing the calf. Remember? It seemed like he was more of a calf injury. He kept grabbing the calf?
Bro, he was really fucked up, that guy.
I don't know what the hell. That was a weird injury because when he came back, he would grab his calf, not his Achilles. And then he pulled the groin. Ugh, that guy just got to drink milk and lift weights. Jesus Christ. We had a bun-ass team last year, man. It was not AD who is the problem. Well, he's got to stay healthy, though. He's got to stay healthy. So he is kind of the problem, man, because he's got to stay healthy. Do y'all think Shahani Atani will win the home run title? Ooh, he might even win the MVP. Forget about the home run title, man. He's got a 3-point-something ERA. He's got like 37 home runs. That guy might win the MVP, man. If it was like basketball and football, he might win the league MVP. That guy's playing unbelievable baseball, man. He's probably I don't even think fucking Baby Ruth did it like this.
He's on some Babe Ruth type shit, this guy, man.
Yeah, because Babe Ruth, if you remember, when he was with the Boston Red Sox, he was a pitcher. And then when he went to the Yankees, he still pitched for a little bit, but he was mostly a hitter. He did it. It's almost like Babe Ruth did it differently. He was first a pitcher, and then he was a hitter. This guy's doing it at the same time, man. This guy's like crazy, man. I never seen anything like this in my life. Shahani Atani for sure MVP.
Yeah, for sure MVP, man. He's doing shit that we would do as kids in like MLB The Show. You would create a player and you would max him out like 100 out of 100 pitcher and 100 out of 100 hitter. And you know what I mean? And he's doing that in front of our fucking faces, bro. So
yeah, he's unbelievable.
For sure MVP for that guy.
Yeah, he's gonna. I don't. What's his record with the? I know he's got like that. It's a 3-point ERA. I don't know what's his win-loss record, but I know he's got like almost 40 home runs. Yeah, if the Lakers will not get out of the West, it's possible, Harold. They're too old. I don't think they're going to be able to. But we'll see what happens. And if they do, they probably lose to Brooklyn in like 5. Brooklyn's too talented, man. Unless they're not healthy again, they're probably going to win it this year.
Yeah. Dude, they should have won it last year, man. I know with the Hawks and all this shit.
I think Harden, fucked himself over at the end, right? With coming in to shape that because he wanted to get out of Houston, but then it cost him the season because he kept pulling his hamstring. So I think this year's gonna, cut back and go back to 2019 James Harden form. And when he's in good shape, he usually doesn't get hurt. So Kyrie, I don't know, he might still get hurt. But yeah, I think Harden's going to be a lot more healthier this year coming up.
Bro,
and by the way, congratulations to Kevin Durant for not only winning the gold medal, but also I think he broke the record for most points scored in the by Team USA in the Olympics.
Bro,
so shout out to Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, low key, is on some Michael Jordan type shit next year, bro. He's on a mission. That guy. Okay, next year he's gonna be on the mission to win the title. I wouldn't get in his fucking way. That Lakers squad. I mean, we're gonna find out about the Lakers squad, but the Nets and Kevin Durant, for me, they're on a mission, bro. They're fucking. They're gonna come to that ring, bro.
Yeah, they're the favorites. They might dominate. I a lot of people have said when healthy, are they better than the 2017, 2018 Warriors? It could be possible. We'll see. Like I said, we need them to have that playoff run healthy, and we'll see. But yeah, Kevin Durant is. Yeah,
Bro, that game.
As good as Kobe and Jordan were, man. This guy. The thing about this guy, he's 7 feet tall, man. It's like. Jesus Christ. It's almost like Dwight Howard with the ability to shoot a three. Like, it's crazy the way the way Kevin Durant is built. It's crazy.
I agree.
The Nets in the finals should not happen. Bucks in okay, the Sixers are probably gonna lose Ben Simmons. They're gonna take a step back probably. Joel Embiid's always hurt. Forget about it. The Bucks, I think if healthy, the Nets are better.
Yeah.
The Bulls. Yeah, what do you think about the Bulls? Some people say they're not a playoff team. Some people say like a fucking 5th seed. What do you think about the Bulls? Memorabilia.
They'll make the playoffs for sure, bro. I think getting Vujicic in that trade last year. I thought they would make the playoffs last year, right? They didn't get a 10 seed last year. That was pretty. They choked that shit, bro. They had a really good.
What happened to again going
injuries.
Back to the whole COVID thing? Zach LaVine got COVID at the end there, and they couldn't get the chemistry down.
But with Lonzo Ball and that team now and Zach LaVine, bro, that's going to be a good team. It's going to be a fun team to watch in the regular season because Lonzo Ball is going to be throwing up those alley-oop passes to Zach LaVine and shit, I mean, so
DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, their coach by Billy Donovan, who pretty much wins everywhere he goes. So yeah, I think they'll be a good team. They're going to go to. I think that's like team best case scenario. I think still that division, that conference is still run by Brooklyn and Milwaukee, though. Right. But yeah, I think a playoff contender probably.
A good move by Chicago, also CU Sports Show, was letting go of Lauri Markkanen. They're not going to resign him this year, and I think that's a good move for the spacing of the team. I think he kind of clogs up a lot of spacing, and he played really good before. The last couple of years, he's kind of like flattened out a little bit. So I thought that was a good move by the Bulls to just kind of let him go, like let him. Free agent. See you later, buddy.
Yeah, and I think it's like he's a restricted free agent, so I think they could even do a signing trade and get something back for him.
Perfect, dude.
So they might even be. Yeah, I'm not sure though, but I think he is. So yeah,
bro. Talking about that guy, him and Schroeder have not signed with anyone, bro.
Jesus Christ, man! You think it's so possible the Lakers could do a signing trade with the Kings for Buddy Hield or no?
Man, would the Kings do that though? Like, give him more.
Good.
I mean, Luke Walton, Genie Bus. It's Luke Walton on the phone.
Hey, I don't know, man. I mean, they almost had that for Kyle Kuzma. It was gonna be Kyle Kuzma, Dennis Schroeder, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They almost had it. They had it, but they rather go. I guess LeBron told them, "I want the fucking veterans instead, Westbrook." But maybe Dennis Schroeder and man, I wish fucking we had a younger big man or something. Because I don't want to trade Taylor Horton Tucker, man. That would be the way, I guess. Taylor Horton Tucker and Dennis Schroeder. But I don't know if that would be smart to trade Taylor Horton Tucker away. He might go to Boston. They do need a point guard. They lost Kemba Walker.
I could see that for sure.
Yeah, Johan. They apparently they were trying to flip Simmons and Lillard, but Simmons said he's not committed long term to the Portland Trailblazers, so I guess they're not going to be able to do that, at least for now. Maybe in the future, but supposedly both Toronto and Portland try to trade for Simmons, but Simmons said he's not committed to them long term. That's why I think it's going to be the Warriors. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. And wrapping it up right here, we had the UFC this weekend. Did you watch any UFC Sport show?
No, I did not. I was watching that
Good for
crazy ass
you,
game
man,
last
because
night
it was a
between
very boring
Milwaukee.
UFC, man. My bad. You're watching what?
I was watching that crazy ass game last night between Milwaukee and San Francisco, the extra inning games.
Oh yeah, much better, bro. The UFC pay-per-view, waste of time. The main event was garbage. They hyped it up to be like this fucking war battle, and one guy shows up like he's just ate Taco Bell and he's about to go to sleep, man.
Jesus Christ, man.
It was two heavyweights fighting, bro. One guy came in looking like he just fucking got done eating from the buffet line, and he just wants to go home and sleep, man. And the guy came in, you're ready to like fucking take his head off, and it was a very
Yeah.
one-sided fight.
Ugh. Yeah, I usually a lot of people were asking me about it, and so I looked at the card thinking I was missing something. Like, why are people asking me about the UFC? And I saw the card, and I'm like, it was Lewis, right? And that other guy. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed, man.
No, bro, it's bad.
Nah, man, fuck it. I'm happy. It was actually in Houston. I saw, but yeah, no, man. I don't think right now UFC, man. I don't. Oof, it's gonna be tough for me to get me to watch one, man. When no McGregor, no fucking Khabib, fucking maybe when John Jones fights, I guess. I don't know.
They're in trouble, right?
Yeah, the UFC's like, ooh, they were like, they don't have any stars right now. It seems like, man.
It's because you know the problem with the UFC right now that they have a big lawsuit on their hands right now, $1 billion lawsuit against ex-fighters who are suing them because like for many reasons, because of their pay, because of the injury, like they have a bunch of reasons why. So a lot of the top talent right now, like John Jones, he hasn't fought in a long ass time because of the money situation. Because these dudes are seeing these random ass YouTubers getting, you know, $5 million, $10 million, and these guys are sacrificing their whole life, their whole, you know, 5 years of training every fucking day to get 100 grand and shit, 200 grand on the biggest level, and these boxing motherfuckers are getting, you know, that money and shit, and they're like, fuck this UFC shit, dude. Like, so okay, so Khabib was offered $100 million to fight Floyd Mayweather. You hear about that?
Oh no, I did not.
Do you know? Okay, so I was watching the podcast with Khabib and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's podcast with Khabib, and on that podcast, Khabib said that Dana White called him and offered him $100 million to fight Mayweather, and Khabib was like, "No, I don't want to fight him because I don't want to ruin my legacy." Right?
Yeah, because he's a wrestler, he's not a brawler, so he would probably lose.
Yeah, but my point is the money. Like he who gives a fuck if he loses? It's $100 million, right?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So he says no, and Mike Tyson looks at him, give him a pendejo face, bro, and immediately, because Mike Tyson was a prize fighter, you know, he would fight for fucking money.
He didn't give a shit. Yeah,
he didn't give a shit. So Khabib turns it down. Okay, so when I heard that, I'm like, holy shit, bro! Like Dana White is a dirty ass motherfucker because all he cares about is money. He doesn't care about the fighter's health, the pay, you know, giving them good pay so they can have, you know, provide for their family or buy food or get better training. Or bro, he doesn't give a fuck about any of that. All he cares about is fucking money. That's why he offered Khabib $100 million. You know, he offers Poirier $2 million to fight McGregor, but he gives this guy $100 million to fight Mayweather. I mean, come on, bro. Okay, he's a fucking shark promoter, motherfucking businessman. That guy.
And I don't know if you ever saw they put him on Twitter the other day, the MLB, NBA, NFL revenue, and the UFC was only like 17% for the fighters. Like most of the revenues for Dana White and the executives. It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, exactly. Go
type that shit up, and go type up the NFL, like compare them, and it's. I don't think it's even 20% the revenue for the fucking fighters. It's crazy. It's fucking bullshit.
Yep, it is, dude. It is, and that's why I went through a phase of not watching UFC. I don't remember that. I was like, and I'm done with UFC because I went through that the same shit right now we're talking about. Just like this is a fucked up promotion for these fighters, right?
Yeah,
it's right, but whatever, dude.
Now, right now, the fight that I'm waiting for is that boxing fight with the heavyweights, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. That's the one I'm waiting for right now. That's like I think that's the biggest price fight coming up. And in a way, I kind of want to see the YouTuber, right? Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, watch that shit, bro.
Let's see how that goes. But yeah. So let's see here. Reeves Gate. Okay, so now Mofo apparently he really likes this Reeves guy from the Summer League from the Lakers. Reeves gave the Lakers the lead with 4 seconds left against the Suns. Reeves got a Mofo, but remember we saw this in 2000 and was it 17, 18 with Kuzma, and then he ended up sucking ass.
He was MVP.
Sometimes it's Summer League, man. You're going against a lot of McDonald workers. It's in what's his name? The other brother, Lagello. Isn't he playing right now for the Hornets? And he had 16 points tonight. I don't know how legit that competition is, Mofo. It might be like maybe only 2-3 NBA players and a bunch of like scrubs. That's my worry about the Summer League. Khabib might win against Floyd. No, I don't think so because Khabib's a mad wrestler. Yo, what up, Alejandro? Austin Reeves gave us the win. Get rid of Shooter. We got Reeves. Oh my lord. Mofo loves this Reeves guy. Well, they'll probably give him a chance, I guess, but I don't know, man. We got so full with Kyle Kuzma a few years ago in the Summer League, and then he ended up being a bun, so I don't know. It's a bunch of – I think a lot of those players aren't even going to be in the NBA, man. Like, out of, the 10, 15 they have on the roster, only probably 3 are legit NBA players. Everybody else is just a fucking tryout that's going to end up doing something else in their lives. Like, I don't think – if you think that the kid's going to make it, well, he probably might make it.
I'm not watching the game.
The kid, the other brother, Lagello, the other
brother. Jello?
Yeah.
That's a little bit different because that's about money.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
LaMelo, there's a lot of money to be made with LaMelo. And if the Hornets kind of give him Jello on the team to please him, they can get more juice out of him.
Yeah, maybe.
They can make more money off of him.
You know what? Do you think it's going to be like the whole Giannis with his brother in Milwaukee, where he's literally going to be like his personal cheerleader? He's going to be like his personal cheerleader.
Bro, more like his personal bodyguard, that guy.
Yeah.
That's like 6'10", bro.
He's going to end up beating that. He's going to, Tynes? I think Tynes is to Giannis. Yeah. That's what Lagello is going to end up being to LaMelo. Like his fucking bodyguard shit. When he sucked, he said, come on, you can fucking do this. Let's go, champ.
That's how you know you have pull and power when you get your family on the payroll.
Yeah, it's probably going to end up happening. And you don't think Michael Jordan in some way saw that? He's like, look at this guy, like having his brother there. If anybody's going to be honest with you, it's your brother, right? Even if you have to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
So that's maybe where they're thinking, like, hey, he can maybe get the most out of Melo, his brother, because he's going to be honest with him. He's like, you suck right now. Get your out of your ass. Where a coach might not want to do that because I don't want to kick his confidence, but the brother don't give a shit.
Okay. I mean, Jello, he did lose a lot of weight, bro. He lost a lot of weight, and he looks like he's in shape to play basketball. So he's taking it serious, man. And he looks like a basketball player out there. He doesn't look like before. He looked like really stocky, like a football player.
He looked like a football player, yeah.
Yeah. But now,
even Shannon Sharp told him, why don't I give you some like numbers and maybe you can try to be a tight end in the NFL because he looks so big and so like wide. But yeah, he lost some weight. And I think out of all 3, he might have like the most normal form of shooting, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his shot, I mean, it does take a little bit of time to develop. It's not a quick shot. And I think LaMelo and Lonzo have very quick shots. But in terms of form, he's got like a classic form, that guy.
Yeah.
But it's not a quick one. A shot takes time to develop, dude. It's not a quick release.
The thing about this kid, right, that, Lonzo and LaMelo, the thing is the passing, right? So how good is this guy at passing? Because he does have a big frame. So he can probably rebound. He can play defense. And maybe if he can pass, he could be like a Draymond Green, at least. But I don't know how good his – but if it's anything close to what LaMelo and Lonzo's passing ability is, then maybe he might get a job at least as a role player. Play defense, rebound, and like facilitate.
He right there, man. He slimmed down a lot, bro, because he wasn't that skinny when he first came up back like 3 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
He was a bigger dude. But I think now with all the money, right, that Lonzo and LaMelo have, they can pay for like the best trainers, the best nutrition, the best food, and now like he totally changed his physical appearance. This guy.
Yeah, Lonzo just got paid $85 million to go to Chicago, so they got money now. They've always had money, but now even more.
Right. One thing is to have the money, but the other thing is the dedication, right? Because he could have just been like, "Fuck this shit! I just got a bunch of money."
No, like that's what I was telling my father about Anthony Davis and Carson Wentz, that they have all this money, right, to pay the trainers and nutritionists, and they keep getting hurt because they probably don't care. They're probably not committed on their bodies like these other guys are. Yeah. Carson Wentz, literally, again, first practice broke his foot. Like, it's crazy. Same thing with Anthony Davis. Austin Reeves, we got a gem in Austin Reeves. Oh my lord! I'm in MLB The Show. Oh yeah, okay. I might do a video game stream tonight. Maybe we'll see. But I still gotta watch AEW though. I haven't watched AEW yet, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll share stream AEW tonight. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
But,
all right, man. So we pretty much hit all topics and all the issues. Anything you want to mention? See Sports Show before we get out of here.
No, man. I mean, this is the final stretch, right, before the NFL. So yeah, well, like we do a lot of everything. We got into like everything, right? We got into NFL, we got into MLB, we got into basketball.
Man, we got into everything, bro. We got the Dodgers winning the World Series. We had the fucking Bucks winning the NBA, man. You had the Chiefs. You had the Bucks. I had the Chiefs. You had the Bucks. So props to the Sports Show. He got the NFL right. So yeah, we pretty much hit on everything.
Yeah. So that's what we try to do, right? We try to go through everything, and I think this is a good time of year. You know, NBA with the free agency, NFL with the preseason, and obviously baseball at the heart of their season. So we could just talk about everything. We can talk maybe about some preseason next week, how some players are looking. Yep. Yeah, like we look forward to, and then we'll start. We might add a day on you know, once the NFL starts, maybe like a Wednesday to do it like a preview.
Thursday.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll probably do that. Maybe starting next month, we'll add like a day. So we'll go Wednesdays and Sundays.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, we'll just keep going until Sundays for now. We don't want to fucking burn out too much, especially there's not a lot to talk to sometimes. But yeah, we'll definitely add that extra day to do the NFL previews once it comes around on Wednesdays. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully I can stream on OBS. I think maybe it got fixed. I don't know. And if not, I'll be on Discord. And I always make videos, so stay tuned for those. I'll probably maybe Discord tonight. We'll see. But have a good night, everybody.
Yep. Have a good night, everyone. Later, Crazy Mofo, Packers Goat, Alejandro, Marianne, everyone, bro. Colby, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Really appreciate everyone. Hope everyone has a really good week, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
All right, see ya.